So look at this problem. Find the mode from the following data. And you have the given numbers 35124602223. Okay. Now here what you do is, first of all, you see which number occurs how many times. If you see 3 occurs twice only, here and here, right? You don't need to write. I'm just writing this for you. 3 occurs 2 times. That is, frequency of 2 is, frequency of 3 is 2, right? If you see the next number, 5. 5 occurs only once, right? 5 occurs once. That is, frequency of 5 is 1, right? Now if you see 1, 1 also occurs only once. That is, frequency of 1 is 1. Next, if you see 2, 2 occurs thrice. Here, here, and here, right? So 2 occurs 3 times. That is, frequency of 2 is 3, right? Next number that you see after 2 is 4. 4, if you see, occurs only once. So 4 occurs once. That is, frequency of 4 is 1. Next, if you see 6, 6 occurs only once. That is, frequency of 6 is 1. Okay. 0 occurs only once. That is, frequency of 0 is 1. Okay. 3 occurs twice. We have already written that, right? So this covers all the numbers. So if you see, 2 has highest occurs highest number of times, that is 3 times. So here 2 has the highest frequency. And what is the highest frequency? It occurs thrice. Hence, whenever a number occurs the highest number of times, the mode is equal to that observation. Mode is equal to 2. Note that mode is not equal to 3. Okay. Do not consider the frequency to be the mode. This is not the mode. Okay. Mode is always the observation which occurs the highest number of times. Okay. So this one is the mode. This is how you calculate the mode for a distribution where only numbers are given to you. Look at this one. This one is all the more easier. If a simple frequency distribution table without class intervals is given to you, then how do you calculate the mode? This is all the way more easy. Now, if you see, this is the observation. 0 occurs 3 times, right? 2 occurs 5 times. 3 occurs 12 times. 4 occurs 18 times. 6 occurs 21 times. 7 occurs 8 times. 9 occurs twice. 10 occurs only once. So here, if you see the highest frequency among all, highest frequency is 21. Highest frequency here is 21, right? And what is the corresponding observation? 6. So hence mode is equal to 6. So if a simple frequency distribution is given to you without class intervals, then it is very easy to calculate the mode. Just locate the highest frequency, and corresponding to that highest frequency, the observation that you get will be the mode. Okay. Okay. Next type of problem is for a given set of numbers, given set of observations, you need to calculate the mean, median, and mode, everything for this. Okay. So you write down the observations first. right? Now, first of all, we'll calculate the mean. So what is calculation of mean here? First of all, we'll calculate sigma x. Sigma x is nothing but the addition of all the observations. Let me write here the value of n also. So here, how many observations are given to you? 9 observations, right? So which is number of observations here is odd. So let's proceed to calculate the mean first. We add all the observations. So you get here 81. Okay. Hence, mean x bar is summation x divided by n, which is 81 divided by 9. So mean is equal to 9 here. Okay. Next, we are going to calculate the median. Now, in median, remember, we first arrange the given observations in ascending order, right? So let's arrange the observations, the given observations in ascending order is. So let's start with arranging these in ascending order. The lowest observation that you see here is 6, which occurs twice, right? So 6 and 6. So here you have a 6 and here also you have a 6. So 2 sixes you have. Next 7. 7 is only 1, so you write only once. So 7 is here. Next you have 8. You write 8 here. So 8 is taken care of. Next 9 is not there. 10 is there. And 10 occurs thrice. This, and this. So you write 10 3 times. Right? And next you have 11. And finally you have a 13. So this and this, 11 and 13. Okay, so all the 9 observations have been arranged in the ascending order. Now, once we arrange these in ascending order, we will find out the median. The median, if n is what? N is odd here, right? So what will be the formula for median in this case? Median is equal to n plus 1 by 2th observation, right? So which is 9 plus 1 by 2th observation, which is equal to 5th observation, 10 by 2. And which one is the 5th observation? This is the first observation, second observation, third observation, fourth observation, and finally you have the 5th observation. So you have 10 as the median. Okay. So this completes the median of this. Next, we are going to calculate the mode. Now, I remember just now I told you the reading that occurs or the observation that occurs the highest number of times is the mode. So if you see 10 occurs thrice here, right? Here, which is highest? 6 occurs twice and 10 occurs thrice and all the others occurs only once. So what is the highest frequency here? Of 10 is 3. Hence, mode is equal to 10. So mode is not equal to 3, mode is equal to 10. Okay. So that's all done. Let's see the next question. The next question here is a frequency distribution is given to you, but without class intervals. Okay. A simple frequency distribution or an ungrouped frequency distribution is given to you. In this case, they are asking you to calculate the mean, median, and mode. Okay. Now they have not since these are ungrouped, you can use the direct method here to calculate the mean. So first we'll calculate the mean. So how do you calculate the mean? So you have to calculate the mean marks here. So the variate here is marks. So first we draw this column here. In this, the first column will be for marks, which is X. The next column will be for frequency, which is F, right? So once the two columns have been done, the third column will be for Fx, right? Now we write down the corresponding observations. Marks we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And number of students, the frequency here is 1, 3, 6, 10, 5, and 5. And Fx is the multiplication of these two. So 0 into 1 will give you 0. 1 into 3 will give you 3. Similarly, 6 into 2 will give you 12. 10 into 3 will give you 30. 5 into 4 will give you 20. And 5 into 5 will give you 20. Now you need to add up this column, to calculate Fx. Summation Fx is equal to, add up this column, 90, right? And you add up this column also, get summation F. This is 30. So this completes our table with 3 columns. Hence, mean x bar is equal to summation Fx divided by summation F. Summation Fx is 90. We have calculated in the table. Summation F is 30. Right? So this will give you mean as 3. Okay, so that completes the first calculation, which is mean. Now we will move on to the calculation of median. So how do we calculate the median here? Now, what we are going to do here is we are again going to draw a table. Okay, the first two columns will remain the same. But the third column in this case will be for cumulative frequency, or CF. So this is your first two columns. This is for marks, X. This is frequency, F. And this is cumulative frequency, CF. Right? And so you have, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Frequency, write down the corresponding frequencies, 1, 3, 6, 10, 5, 5. Now we need to calculate the cumulative frequency for each. For first one, you have 0 plus 1. Sorry, this is 1, so this will remain your 1. For the next one, you add 1 plus 3. So you get 4. For the next one, you add 4 plus 6 to get 10. For the next one, you add 10 plus 10 to get 20. And then you have 20 plus 5 equal to 25. And finally, you have 25 plus 5, which is equal to 30. And this must be equal to your n, right? So here, n is equal to 10. Sorry, 30. N is equal to 30. So this is even here, right? Now, Yeah, for median, as I told you in the last class, that you can either take for this frequency distribution, you can either take n by 2th observation or n plus 1 by 2th observation also. Both will work. Okay. So here median is equal to n by 2th observation. Okay, which is equal to 30 by 2th observation, which is equal to 15th observation. Now, which one is the 15th observation? 15 lies here, right? 15th observation lies in between these two, right? 10 and 20. So what is should be the mode median here? The median is equal to the 15th observation is 3. So median must be equal to 3. Okay, so that finishes this also. Calculation of mode. Now mode is very easy. You just have to see which one is the highest frequency. So if you see here in the table, which one is the highest frequency? 10 is the highest frequency, right? Is equal to 10. Now, if the highest frequency is 10, corresponding to the highest frequency, what is the observation? 3. So hence, mode must be equal to 3. That's it. Okay. Okay. Now we'll come to the next question, which is how to calculate the mode of a frequency distribution. This we do with the help of a graph. And what kind of a graph? Median we calculate with the help of an ogive, but mode we calculate with the help of a histogram, which you have already done in your class 8, class 9. How to draw histograms, you have already done. You just need to see the last part, which is how to calculate the mode. Okay, so let's draw the histogram first. In this case, if you see what are the classes given here, 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, and finally you have 25 to 30, right? You draw your axis first, x axis and the y axis. This is your graph sheet. Okay, this is your y axis. This is your x axis. Origin, x, y. And what do you plot in the x axis? You plot the class in the x axis, right? We write down the class here, class. Or you can also write class boundaries. And what do you plot in the y axis? You plot the frequency in the y axis, right? Frequency here. Now the next thing is you need to decide the scale. In the x axis, you are plotting the class, and class starts from 0 and ends with 30, right? So if I take 10 divisions as 5 units here, so this is 5. Try to get a as big a scale as possible, because if you are using a bigger scale, if you're utilizing the entire graph paper, then you will get very accurate results. Otherwise, you will not get accurate results. So I've taken 10 divisions as 5 units. 10, 15, 20, 25, and finally you have 30. Okay. So what is the scale along this? How many divisions here? You have 10 divisions, right? And how many units I have taken 10 divisions? 5 units. So what is one division? It is 0.5 units, right? So let's write here along x-axis, one smallest division is equal to 0.5 units, right? Now we shall decide the scale along the y-axis. Let's see how to decide the scale along the y-axis. What do you have to plot along the y-axis? You will be plotting the frequency along the y-axis. Frequency starts, the lowest frequency is 2, and the highest frequency, if you see here, is 18, right? So what is the kind of scale that you are going to take here? If I take 10 divisions as 2 units. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. In fact, 5 divisions as 1 unit. Let me write it in this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have a 5. Then you have 7. You have 9. Then you have 11. Here you have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. We'll go till 18 because the highest frequency is 18. You can even plot till 20, no problem. But the highest frequency that we require is 18. So what is the scale here? You have taken 5 divisions here, right? 5 divisions is equal to how many units? 1 unit. So therefore 1 division must be equal to 1 by 5 unit, right? And what is 1 by 5? 0.2 unit. So along y-axis, 1 division is equal to 0.2 unit. 0.5 unit, singular, less than 1. Okay, so this is done. You have decided on the scale. Now we shall proceed to draw the histogram. So what is the first one? 0 to 5, you have frequency 2. So what we are going to do is, we are going to draw a rectangle from 0 to 2, from 0 to 5 with frequency 2, right? So this is your first rectangle. 5 to 10, you have 7. So from 5 to 10, locate 7 vertically. Here is your 7, right? So this is your 5 to 10 with frequency 7. This is your next rectangle. Okay. Next is 10 to 15. Frequency is 18. 10 to 15, draw a line from 10 to 15 here, just corresponding to 18, and join it with this. Right. Next is 15 to 20. 15 to 20 is frequency here is 10. So corresponding to 10, draw a line, horizontal line, 15 to 20, and then you complete the rectangle. Next you have 20 to 25 with frequency 8. 8 is a frequency corresponding to 8. Draw a horizontal line between 20 to 25 and you join it here, right? And finally you have 25 to 30 with frequency 5. Frequency 5 is here, and you complete this rectangle. So this completes the histogram. Now the question is, once we have completed the histogram, how to find out the mode? Now to find out the mode, locate the highest tower. Okay, all these look like towers. Locate the highest tower or the highest rectangle. Which is the highest tower? This is the highest tower, right? This one, right? Now from the left hand corner of the highest tower, this is the point here. Take this point, take both the points of the tower. These two are the points, right? From the left hand point of this tower, join it to the left hand point of the tower to the right, right? And from the right hand point of the highest tower, join it to the point on the left hand side of the this tower, right? This is the way. So what have we done? This point I have taken and I have joined it with the left hand side point of the highest tower. I have joined it to the right hand side point of the tower, and the right hand side of the highest right hand side point of the highest tower, I have joined it to the left hand tower, right? And I'm getting a point of intersection here, this point. So this point will actually give me my mode. And what do I do? Once I get this point of intersection, from this point of intersection, I draw a vertical line perpendicular on the x-axis. Okay, this is the perpendicular that I draw on the x-axis. This point on the x-axis will give us our mode. This is our mode. Okay, so here mode is equal to, you just need to calculate what the mode is here. If you see from 10, what is, how many divisions are we getting here? We are getting 6 divisions, right? So mode is equal to 10, this reading, plus 6 divisions. But what is one division here? One division here we have taken along the x-axis. What is the scale? 0.5 units. So 6 divisions into 0.5, which is equal to 10 plus 3, which is equal to 30. So the mode here is 13. Clear with this? Any question? Okay, let's proceed with the next question. Find the mode from the following distribution. So very quickly we are going to do this. Okay, and with this we'll be finishing our syllabus also. So from tomorrow I'll be starting to solve a question paper, not necessarily specimen paper. One question paper I find it very interesting, so I will be solving that question paper. Okay, this is from some other school, I think some Delhi school. We'll be solving that question paper. Let's see. You need to find out the mode of the following distribution. Daily wages is 31 to 36, 37 to 42. Now if you see, all these here given are class limits, right? They're not overlapping. This is 36 and here you have 37. Here you have 42, here you have 43. So first what you are going to do here is you are going to convert this to class boundaries. You're going to convert the class limits to class boundaries. So daily wages in rupees, and you have number of workers. So convert this. You have 30.5 to 36.5. And what is the frequency? 6. Next you have 36.5 to 42.5. What is the frequency? 12. Next 42.5 to 48.5. What is the frequency? 20. Next 48.5 to 54.5. And what is the frequency? 15. Next you have 54.5 to 60.5, and the frequency is 9. And finally you have the last class boundary, which is 60.5 to 66.5, and the frequency is 4. Now we are going to plot this on the graph. Okay, so let's draw the axis first. This is your y-axis, x-axis, origin, right? And what are you going to plot along the x-axis? You're going to plot the daily wages. So daily wages in rupees. Right? And here what are you going to plot? The frequencies or the number of workers, right? Now we'll decide on the scale. Now see, daily wages along the x-axis starts with 30.5, right? And ends at 66.5. So how many intervals are there? From 30 to 35, you have one interval. So you have 6 intervals, right? And so because it starts from 30.5, what you are going to do here is you are going to give a zigzag line here because it does not start from 0. You'll give a zigzag line here as if a continuation line, and you are going to write 30.5. So you are going to start from 30.5. And what is the next, what is the upper class boundary? 36.5. So you write here 36.5. And what is the next one? You have 42.5. Okay. The next one is 48.5. The next one is 54.5. The next one is 60.5 and finally 66.5. 60.5 and finally you have 66.5. And what is the scale that we are taking here? If you see here you have 10 division, right? And what is 36.5 minus 30? Right? So that means 10 divisions is equal to 6.5. That means what is one division? 0.65 unit, right? So we'll write the scale along x-axis. One smallest division is equal to 0.65 unit. Let us now decide the scale along the y-axis. So on the y-axis, which one is the lowest frequency? 6. And which one is the highest frequency? 20. So what you can do here is, again, you can take the same scale. You can take here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 divisions you can take as 1 unit. Now let us start drawing let's write the scale here. So 5 divisions here is 1 unit. Therefore, 1 division here is 1 by 5 unit, which is 0.2 unit. So that means this is 0.2 unit. Okay. Okay. Now, since I'm running out of time, I'll stop here.